Across Greater West Bloomfield, leadership also reacting and responding to this tragedy that happened right here, close to home, in our backyard, including over at West Bloomfield Town Hall. Our very own Jake Schaff is live inside Town Hall, just outside the boardroom at this time. Jake.
Yes, Tyler, I'm back with you. I'm live at West Bloomfield Township right now where, yes, as you said, everyone from all across the community is reacting to this devastating house fire that occurred just recently on Sunday night. One of those people being West Bloomfield Township Clerk Debbie Binder. I spoke with her this morning, and she had this to say with her initial feelings regarding the incident.
You know, Jake, it's a tragic situation that no one wants to see happen in their community. The loss of any life, let alone 3 children, is a tragic situation. My heart goes out to the families, to the people involved, and you know, obviously, thank you to the firefighters who responded and the police officers. But just a tragic situation we don't want to see happen in our community.
Nobody ever wants to see something like this happen, but as Debbie also stated, it's important to see how the community responds to incidents like this and how they rally around each other for support.
I think everybody is trying to stay back while the investigations are taking place and not overstep their bounds. But I think the community has rallied behind the family. I know that the school districts have sent out communication and have offered crisis counseling, and we have looked into crisis counseling with our police and our firefighters. It's an awful situation that we can't even imagine how difficult it is to deal with, and yet they deal with it all the time. But this is obviously a more extreme, situation for West Bloomfield Township. It's not something that's the norm, thank goodness, and we just don't like to see this level of tragedy anywhere, let alone right in our community.
But it's always important to see how everyone reacts to this and what the right protocol is for everyone to get the job done. And as Township Clerk Debbie Binder also went on to say, that it is a little reassuring to see just how this West Bloomfield community really comes together in the eyes of tragedy.
I think our community is really special. I mean, I think our community looks out for everyone within, and I think our community, it's a good time to remind ourselves of why we support the public safety that we do. We have tremendous police and fire, and they are responsive and there for our community. And you have a board that most of us are very homegrown and very well versed and grew up in this community. So I think what we see consistently is a community that's willing to wrap its arms around people within the community. I know that the firefighters and the police have gone out of their way to connect with the family and make sure that supports are in place. And I'm proud of the work they do every day, but I'm proud of the work they do in this is what those moments when they're tested. This is crisis response, crisis communication, and they really step up to the plate and do the best they can to make I don't even want to say the best because it's a horrible situation, but to help in a tragic situation. And I think our community, clearly it's a mutual support back and forth for our public safety, for the community involvement and support they provide.
We should all continue to support our first responders in everything that they do. A big thank you to West Bloomfield Township Clerk Debbie Binder for taking the time to speak with us this morning as we all continue to navigate this very devastating situation. Back to you, Tyler.
Appreciate hearing that, Jake, and hearing from Clerk Debbie Binder. We'll hear later on from West Bloomfield Township Supervisor Jonathan Warshay, who will spend a few minutes with me to discuss this as well. We're waiting on his arrival. Representative Noah Arbit, our state representative from the 20th District in Lansing, also releasing a statement on Monday about the tragic loss of life in West Bloomfield in that home fire, stating, quote, "Utterly heartbroken by this devastating news. My heart is with the family of these children who tragically passed away last night," referring to Sunday in that statement on Monday. Representative Arbit continued on by emphasizing something that has been communicated ad nauseum from our West Bloomfield Fire Department in the wake of this fire, saying, quote, "Please check your smoke detectors and ensure their functionality End quote. Representative Arbit also gave his gratitude and his thanks to the West Bloomfield Fire Department for their quick response and everything that they've done to help this family in this time and to continue their investigation. They are very hard at work today alongside the West Bloomfield Police Department as they continue their investigation into what may have caused this fire and resulted ultimately in tragic loss of life of 3 children.